Alrighty, here we go. It's bracket 4, match 1. We'll start this off with the Classics Trap Jaw, complete with his, I just call it his hand on this one, his gun, and his hook. Now, this one compared to the Super 7 one, Mini Comics version, he actually had little hooks on the side of his belt to go through and to attach his armament. Now, what was nice about this was also you could go through, pop off this arm, put this one on, won't take his head off, and put this one on, and that way you would have his original form to start with. There's no Trap Jaw. His opponent for this round is actually Fisto. Now, your normal Fisto actually comes with another head. That's the 2000X head along with the 2000X sword. But they did depict him just about right, including with the oversized fist and everything, much like the vintage toy. So, overall, it's pretty nice. This one right here, for all sakes and purposes, you know, a little bit lighter on what actually Fisto is. Oh no, it's right on the mark. But yeah, that's where we're going with this one to start off the 4th bracket. Fisto, Trap Jaw. Which one was the better design produced figure? Alright. Next up, in bracket 4, is the faceless one. Straight from the 2000X series. Pretty nicely done. Come with the Ramstone. His staff, Havoc staff. And it's cool because, I mean, you got a real good look at this. And the cape's completely removable, so if you want them like that, you could put back on. I mean, they nailed it with how making the faceless one look for this whole setup. His opponent for this first round matchup is Fangor, who did come with the extra head with the teeth extended out. His flying reptile buddy. His sword. And since he was like the mechanic inventor of the Snake Men, he had tools that come with him. So, in all honesty, they did a really good job with Fangor, Super 7, the 4 Horsemen did on this one. Probably one of the best ones of anything Super 7's produced so far. But anyways, so there's your choices for this one. Will it be Fangor, or will it be the faceless one? Choice is yours. These next 2 matchups, I swear, I hope there's one figure in each one of these next 2 matchups I hope are eliminated first round like that. First off, for this matchup, we got Holiday He-Man. I've said enough about this. We know, we've all seen it, we've discussed it. I'm not going any further with this. We know it. Versus King Grayskull, straight from the 2000X cartoon as well. Come with the Orb of Power. Original power sword that was starting to turn into the orb. you know, depicted King Grayskull very well and everything. And if anybody remember, watched the 2000X series, knows that here was the originator, the power of he. But anyways, I think they did a pretty good job with this. So anyways, all right, so here's your matchup. It's going to be King Grayskull moving on to the second round, or Holiday He-Man. Please let King Grayskull win this round. All right, here's the other one I hope gets eliminated in the first round. So the first competitor in this matchup is the Laughing Prince Adam. Still truly not one of my favorites. This is one of those ones where if I had a duplicate of it, I could make something so much better than this, but we'll let it go. Now this is up to me. This is up to you guys, so yeah. Versus the Ultimate Tila. They came with a sword, snake staff, well-designed outfit. They gave her a plethora of heads, including the blonde hair. The small ponytailed with the tiara. The bigger bun with the tiara. And for the goddess look, right there. But anyways, your matchup. Laughing Prince Adam, Ultimate's Tila. Let the voice be heard. Let Ultimate's Tila win this first round. Who said that? All right, so the second half of this fourth bracket is Snake Man versus a Horde member. First off, we've got Grizzlor, who came with his bow. Supposed to have a small, like, little machete, and it's around here somewhere. Little axe. Got his, everything just like Grizzlor was the vintage toy. They did give us a extra head for it, and to be honest with you, I think this head kind of makes him look more like he did in the Princess Power series, and also a little bit what they showed in 2000X. But anyways, so you got Grizzlor, and his opponent, which I know he comes with a lot of, or with some other stuff. I just don't have it. I know he's got stuff. Was Rattlor, and yeah, his armor's a different color, but I didn't care. I kind of like this way it's looked. Kind of popped it a little bit. For the neck, instead of it popping out like the vintage toy did, they gave you this right here to go through and put it, take his head off, pop it up on there. Made him look like he was, toy. The tail does rattle. They went above and beyond really on the sculpture and the design on both of these two, so this can be honestly a toss-up either way. But anyways, there's your choices. Rattlor, Grizzlor, which ones you guys like the overall design on better? Choice is yours. Alright, so next matchup, we've got regular green Merman, much like his vintage counterpart, green, yellow. I guess this be the green belt variant. With his staff of Rakash, his sword of Rakash. This one's been custom painted. They gave him the vintage style head, but also they gave him the mini comics head as well, so you could switch out. I think I did his counterpart, the DC Comics Merman, is in the other in another bracket. He's got the mini comic head. But anyways, they did a pretty damn good job. I like this one, without a doubt, for Merman. His opponent was old Hose Nose. We're talking about old Snout Spout. They did a fan-fucking-tabulous job doing this. He's got his water pack on the back, his pickaxe, his Jaws of Life piece. And I'm thinking that I know this goes with the Jaws of Life piece. Now, when Buzz-Off was in the other video, I had the 2000X head on him, so it came with a heads pack. Well, same thing goes for Hose Nose. That same heads pack that the 2000X Buzz-Off head is in is also this design for the Snout Spout. So you can actually like interchange them. Everything was pretty nice. So, anyways, this one's up to you guys. Will it be Snout Spout, or will it be the Green Merman? Once again, choice is yours. All right. The second to last matchup in the fourth bracket. We've got the Plant Master, Moss Man. Now, they gave him a head to make him look like he did in the Filmation and the 2000X. They also gave him the vintage head. Did flock him. Now, there's two different variants to this. There was the one with the flocked ears and the one with the unflocked ears. This one is the one with the flocked ears. I liked it better. It came with his mace, and he's got a little knife here on his pouch here hanging on the side. His opponent for this is the the Mini Comics version of Stratos that Super 7 gave us. This came with the Prince Adam and the Mini Comics Trapjaw. We've already seen him in this tournament. It came with the staffed egg of Avion. Everything. They did a pretty good job with the detail, and actually first time of the locking, like the click lock limbs or joints, so it made him a little bit easier to go through and pose him, and where he would stand better. And just for the fun of it, I threw in his staff of Avion came with Icer, but I like it with Stratos better. So anyways, there's your matchup. Which one you guys like better? Mini Comic Stratos or Moss Man? Alright, and winding out the fourth bracket, we've got the Mighty Spectre. Not sure what all he came with, because when I got him he was loose. The only thing he really come with is his gun down here on the side. This one figures that if I had a spare of, I would seriously put Deadpool into the into the universe, because this right here would work perfectly. But I think they did a really nice job with the Mighty Spectre. Considering the fact he'd never been on any of the cartoons, never had a previous figure made. This actually looked really good. But anyways, his opponent, the regular Beastman. Did him up pretty nice. Very well sculpted and everything. Including with the everything you look at on here just looks fucking awesome. A little bit darker color than his Filmation, or not his Filmation, his vintage counterpart, but still, sculpt wise, they did an excellent job, I think. So, anyways, so that's it for fourth bracket number 4. Yeah. Who wins this out? Will it be the Mighty Spectre, or will it be Beastman? Let me know. Alright, so we're kicking off bracket 3 with a lot of carded stuff now. So let's get the party started. First, we're going to start off with King Randor in his party mode, or like we saw him with the Filmation look, with his cup and his spear and his outfit like he wore always in Filmation. Made him look pretty decent. His opposition, who's getting multiple spots in this round and in this bracket. But we've got the original sorceress, played with Zor, her staff. Looks about like the same we'll see here in a little bit. Nicely done, without a doubt. Wings, they're done a little bit different than we've seen on other figures that had wings. And this even goes as far as her Super 7 counterpart, Super 7 Filmation counterpart. The wing pegs are like on the back of her shoulders. So whenever she spreads her arms out, the wings go out. So anyways, so that's your first up matchup for this third bracket. Will it be the Sorceress, or will it be Party Time Randor? Choice is y'all's. Alright. Next matchup here in this third bracket. Set it with the first matchup in this bracket. Somebody's getting a lot of time. So we'll start off with first. The Sorceress originally appeared in the main comics. She was known as the Goddess. They showed her in green at one point, and so Mattel made sure to do the Green Goddess. Now, looks nice and everything. I've heard stories that you can't really get her out and be messing with her too much. Things will break on her. But she's got with her, along with a staff, she's got He-Man's shield, axe, and his battle harness. She also had a regular shield in there for her. So, overall, pretty nice looking figure. Her competition is from the Temple of Darkness. We're talking about the all-white Temple of Darkness Sorceress. Clear, transparent kind of wings. I'm trying to show, I don't know if anybody can see it or not, but she's got her white staff as well. And the little pedestal for the orb that comes with King Grayskull to actually be sitting on. and everything. Two really nice figures here in this matchup. I'm going to leave the decision up to you. Will it be the Temple of Darkness Sorceress moving on to the next round? Or will it be the Goddess? It's up to you. All right. Now, King Grayskull was part of the 4th bracket, but Mattel went through and they gave us something pretty awesome. They gave us a Spirit of Grayskull, which was completely green, and he glowed in the dark. And he had his sword, his axe, and his shield, and looked just like the way the regular version of King Grayskull looked, just he was in green and would glow in the dark. To be honest, it was pretty damn awesome and badass. But yeah, I mean, they did a fantastic job on making sure, you know, he completely glowed. Leave this thing in the sun, any kind of light for a little bit, turn off lifespan. Really freak you out if you're going to a dark room, all of a sudden you see it sitting there, you're like, holy shit. His opponent, straight from the very first mini comic, and we're talking, or very first of the comics, we're talking about Ular. Came with an Akala head, came with a spear, came with a small sword. He's the one that would meet up with the Goddess, get the harness, and be able, an axe and a shield, basically become He-Man and all that. They really did a nice job on getting him all done up real nice and all that. This is really nice to go. So anyways, for this one, we got the Spirit of Grayskull, or Ular, who moves on to the second round, who goes into the worst of the two. All right, first half of bracket 3 up out of the way. We got from Super 7, they gave us Mug. Now, when this came out, they were showing this is going to be one of the characters released. I honestly didn't think it would be nearly as big because I don't remember Mug being that big of a character in the series, in the Princess of Power series. He looked actually kind of smaller than a lot of the Horde Troopers. But overall, I mean, it looks like, you know, they did a fantastic job with him and all that. Gave him his little horde thing that'll go around, I guess, his belt area. Maybe around his head. It's not really showing what. And looks like he's got like an energy blast thing. Probably goes out, come out from his hand. But overall, I don't go complain too much about what's given to us here. His opponent was actually Gorpo, as what the classics called him. Anybody that's seen my Orko review knows that Orko was originally referred to as Gorpo, but anyways, this is the unnamed one. They did give him a spare head that shows him with the ears out, just like it is on here, but it's got the metal mask on him. Little mini comic that explains everything for the third Ultimate Battleground. His staff, and not sure what that's supposed to be, the green thing, but it's still there. Honestly, look at him. He looks like he was done up, sculpted, and designed really well. But I'm going to say that for both these two figures. So, for which one moves on, will it be Mug, or will it be the unnamed one? Alright, so we got a matchup of two Super 7s, Wave 2 of their Collector's Choice. First one up goes with the Rock people, and I'm talking about Granita. The only time she was ever seen really was in the mini comics, or not the mini comics, the newspaper strips. My apologies. They also look like they did a really good job with her, including a gun with her that would do the same thing. Goes right into her center of her gut, so whenever it's formed into the Rock version, it's there. Can't really compare this to the vintage version because they never made one. But articulation wise, or not articulate, sculpture wise, this looks a lot more better sculpted really than the Rock guys are. So this is a pretty good piece right here. Competition for this round will be from the movie and the newspaper strips as well. Will be Karg. Actually, he may just be in the movie. I can't remember if he's in the newspaper strips or not. Honestly, though, with the movie version and all that, and I know that Super 7's got a whole nother wave, and it's going to include a different Karg for this, or for it in different colors, but still, they really went all out on the sculpture on this. The Horseman did. And I've had one of these loose before, and they did a really good job with everything on it, so I can't really complain here. But anyways, so yeah, that's the matchup here. It's Karg, Granita. One of these two moves on to the next round. All right, 3 matchups go, and the last middle card won for this bracket. From Super 7, their second wave of Collector's Choice, we got Rap Trap, member of the Horde. I ain't had this one out or anything like that, but it looks like they did a really awesome job with the sculpt, make him look like, he's truly a mummy and all that. Came with his knife. It's got a snake, like a snake handle on it, and the Horde emblems without a doubt. Looks pretty nice. His competition for this, Jitsu, complete with his oversized golden chopping hand. It's got his sword. This one they included 2 small slice with him. Sculpture wise, they did a really nice job on not only his hair or his headpiece, his head altogether, and his armor. The chopping hand, yeah, without a doubt, was also nicely done. So anyways, for this one, yeah, that's it. It's Jitsu versus Rap Trap. All right. Second to last matchup here in the third bracket. And I had not honestly noticed I'd done this until after I already started this and had put everybody where they were. And just so there's clarification, when I did this, I was literally just grabbing them out of the box with the loose ones. Now the ones that are up on the wall, and you notice there's some missing. That's because the early parts of this bracket here, they just went by whatever order they were in, hanging on the wall. The loose figures, however I grabbed them out of the box. That's how the matchups fell. But anyways, this matchup actually has 2 of my personal custom creations, and I know some people have seen them before. Joe Amato did a vintage version of the first one I'm going to show, and that is the Anti-Eternia Man-at-Arms. I gave him full body armor, including on the leg armor too. Gave him a mace, gave him a small sword. Overall, it looked pretty good. Anybody that's read the the character bio book knows that this one's actually in there. So I had something to really kind of go off of when I made him. That's probably one of my first big customs I did. The next one I did was what I call Death Botto. This one right here, this is what happens when the Horde actually got a hold of. You could look at it two ways. Either one, the Horde got a hold of Roboto and changed him up, or this is Roboto from the Anti-Eternia. Did give him multiple things, which I know here, but he's got like the energy blaster like Trapjaw uses. He's got this little grapple right here. He's got Roboto's claw and his axe. Made sure to throw hands in with him. But anyways, first matchup. It's Death Botto versus Anti-Eternia Man-at-Arms. Who moves on? Alright, here we go. Last matchup for the third bracket. Kick this in this one with, we have Battleground Tila, which, no, there's plenty of perverts out there that's probably went through and found a way to remove her top and put nipples and stuff on her, and I've seen it done before. She usually comes with a gun belt. This one didn't. I got her loose and all that. Did come with a, I don't think she came with the sword version I got. I just got the shield. But I gave her a sword to go along with her. But anyways, yeah, it does look pretty nice. They gave her the blonde hair on this one. So, that's alright. And her competition for this round is actually Orko. And as we all know, Orko was packaged with Prince Adam, but it was sold as Orko. Basically made it look like Prince Adam was asleep on the bottom of the box. He's got his wand, he's got a thing to make him look like he floats, and he's got his book of spells. Actually, they did a pretty good job with Orko. So anyways, alright, ending out the third bracket, it's Orko, it's Battleground Tila. Who's going on? Who's not? Alright. Kicking off the second bracket, we've got, every one of these are men on card. Too many damn figures, to be honest with you. But anyways, so this one's going to be a Princess of Power showdown for this matchup, where we have Glimmer, got her little orb, got her staff and everything. I do this where light ain't shining on it so damn bad, and I even killed one light earlier. But anyways, we got Glimmer and her opponent for this round will be Little Miss Peekaboo here. Complete with her feathers, shield, and all that. Do like the colors on this one though. But anyways, kicking off the second bracket, like I said, Glimmer, Peekaboo. Who goes on? Who goes to the worst? Alright, next matchup. Another Princess Power showdown. We got Sweet Bee
I guess she's supposed to have a tail on her too, or something. Either that, or but she. I love the red and yellow, or no, I'm sorry, orange and yellow look. Comes with her shield. I like a little basket, and I'm guessing that it's supposed to be a gun in there. But anyways, so yeah, we got Sweet Bee. Her opponent for this first round matchup is actually Natasha. So she got a shield and a cape. Don't know much about this character, to be honest with you. One of the few African American characters in the Masters universe. Looked like they did a pretty good job with her. But anyways, second bracket match. Natasha, Sweet Bee. Alright. Let's see. Oh, we're in the third match of the second bracket. So, we've got for starters. Damn white, I swear. The Serpentine King Hiss. That's pretty awesome because you had King Hiss in all of his true snake form and everything. Really detailed out the ass, and they put something back here. I'm not sure what the hell it was, but he also had a shield with it. Like a staff, and there's a sword in there too. So still pretty damn cool right there. His opponent, fellow snake man. Remember? Mr. Squeeze. Very highly sculpted and everything. Arms, face, all that. Of course, more I look at it, more his face kind of looks like one of those dinosaur things from the Super Mario Brothers movie. But comes with his snake staff. Arms fully bendable, posable, and everything else. But anyways, that's what we got here. Squeeze versus Serpentine King Hiss. Vote for one of them. See who goes on best. See who goes on for the worst. Alright, and getting us to the halfway point of the second bracket. It's actually, we got Hero, the son of He-Man, complete with ponytail, Alcala sword, another different set of armor, along with a pistol too. Still not sure fully what to think about Hero 2 or Prince Dare, but I like it a little bit. But his opponent for this second bracket round matchup is the anti-Eternia He-Man. Basically, a copy of the real He-Man, just done in all black with red accents. The anti-Eternia He-Man is a really cool thing. Really wish they'd went a little bit further with the anti-Eternia line, because they could have done it with Orko, Man-at-Arms, which I know he's been shown already. But anyway, still pretty damn cool. So anyways, this is the matchup here in the second bracket. Anti-Eternia He-Man or Hero 2. Who survives for another round? Alright, so Alright, so 4 more matches in this second bracket. And we'll start out with, from 2000X, we've got King Chubla. Now this right here, just completely badass. I mean, they went through and they completely... You're not going to find another one of the figures that look anywhere like this in the line. Sculpted head to toe just perfectly to look just like King Chubla did in the 2000X series. Played with his wooden walking stick and all. Like I said, beautifully done. His opponent was actually in the original mini comics, and we're talking about the all-out red Beastman. Much like his orange-colored counterpart, completely red with the exception of the gold emblem on his furry chest piece, whatever you want to call it, and the white of his teeth. But other than that, everything about him red, completely sculpted out beautifully. Awesome piece to have, in my opinion. But we're not doing this off of mine. I'm doing it off of yours, so it's going to depend on how this goes. You know, will he move on, or will it be his opposition, King Chubla? I'm going to leave this one to you. Alright, next matchup in this second bracket is we have Pre-Eternity He-Man. It's basically where He-Man went back in time. He's got the Cosmic Key, where he used the combined power of the Central Tower and the Cosmic Key in order for him to go back to Pre-Eternia. Came with a power sword, gun, and of course the Cosmic Key. Pretty nice throwback to the canon, really, for them to go through and make this one. Really enjoy this one, to be honest with you. It just looks really cool with the hood, mask on. Like anybody's gonna realize who he is since he's 5,000 years, from like 5,000 or so years in the future. Only one's gonna see him is gonna be Skeletor. But anyways, his opposition was Huntara, and I was never sure. I guess she started out. She was originally in the Filmation series as somebody that come working for Skeletor to try to hunt down He-Man, if I remember correctly. But they showed her as being from somewhere near Despondos, and ended up working with Horde, and then turning, and then working with the Rebellion. Oh, no. Take that last part back. Now, she's just willing to work for the highest bidder, so I guess Hordak was paying pretty good. But, gotta love the sculpt on this. And the dual, I guess you can almost say like lightsaber swords that she come with. And the little hatchet. So, like I said, very nicely done here. But anyways, who's moving on? Will it be Huntara, or will it be Pre-Eternia disguised He-Man? Alright, getting ready to wind this down for the second bracket. Second to last matchup in the second bracket. We've got King Randor in his battle gear, basically with his sword, his royal staff, and his royal armor. I really like the way they did this one compared to the, I call it the Party Time King Randor. Looks really badass. This one does. You know, red top, orange trunks, blue boots. Looked a lot better, like I said, than the other one did. Had a lot better crown on him, I think, than the Party Time or the Filmation King Randor that Mattel gave us. He's taking on one of Skeletor's best villains that didn't really get used a whole lot and never got used in, I don't think, hardly at all, or if any, in the 2000X series. And I'm talking about Spikor. This is one from Mattel, not to be confused with the Super 7 Filmation version. Completely spiked, just like his vintage counterpart. This, though, with the Triton on his hand, you could actually go through and put a little extended piece where it looked like it extend out like his vintage toy did, or have a piece where it just was shortened up. It also came with a hand, I remember correctly, because I had one that had it's got a hand in here, so you could actually take the Triton off and give him two hands. So, pretty damn cool right there. So anyways, who's moving on? Will it be the spiky one or the royal one? Alright, so winding out the second bracket, we've got from 2000X, Serratus. He was, I think, like the leader of Subternia. Another one of those ones, very well sculpted, made to look very much like his 2000X cartoon version. I mean, whether it be the big ass ears, the horns, the spikes going all the way from top of his back down, or top of his head down, the tail, which came with like a spiked end on it, compared to Whiplash's, which was just a straight tail. Yeah, you couldn't argue with this one, not one bit. This one's done pretty well. But his opponent, actually, from Super 7, they delivered us Hulk. They gave us a spare head for Hulk, where she's got blonde hair compared to the red hair that she's got on her here in the box. I ain't had a chance to get one of these that was loose to see how it looked and everything, but it was nice to see that they gave Stratos a fellow bird person, so it was pretty cool. Alright, so that's it for the second bracket here in the first round. Will it be Hawk? Will it be Serratus? Choice is left up to you. Alright, we're kicking off the first bracket, round one. First off, we're going to get Rotar. I don't know how well this can be seen, but on the box, in the packaging, they put them on the wrong damn side. They put Twistoid above Rotar and Rotar above Twistoid's name. Can't figure out why, but anyways, we're covering Rotar on this one. Might help if I'm covering up the right one here. Honestly, cool figure. You could go through and you could take take him apart from at the waist and put him on little things so you can make him spin if you wanted to. Come with a little stand as well. Really cool looking little piece. His opponent for this round was the evil beast of 1,000 bodies, and we're talking about Modulock. I do have one loose, however, I didn't feel like trying to put them all together. Member of the Horde. Really, they did a fantastic job with the sculpt, really, on all the pieces on Modulock, and you can seriously transform them into thousands of different creations, and everything is really cool, without a doubt. So, anyways, who's moving on? Is it going to be Twistoid, or will it be Modulock, or will it be Rotar? We're not done seeing this box yet, but that's it for this one. Alright, since the first match of Bracket 1 include Rotar, match 2 is going to include Twistoid. So, once again, Twistoid, this one right here. Dang it. I gotta really do something about the lighting when the office gets done. Anyways, here's same thing as Rotar. You could take him apart at the waist, put him on a little thing, make him look like he spun, had weapons and all that. Love the sculpt on him, how they designed him and all that. Looked really cool. Couldn't really go wrong. But his opponent may have something to say about that one. Can't let that go too far. Because his opponent is Stondar, and I always gotta remember which one's which. Oh, look, the box actually got it right. Stondar. So, anyways, did a great job with the sculpt on him as well, including with the removable pieces from where he, one of the comet guys. It looked more like a meteor or something like that than what Granita did. But much like his vintage counterpart, could still transform into the rock. That gun, you put it right in the middle whenever he's transformed into the rock. Pretty damn cool. So, first round, we've got Rotar. Oh, crap. Or Twistoid. Not bad. Versus Stondar. Who moves on? Alright. Completing out this one. Big Rokon here. Once again, another fabulous job with the sculpt on the rock and the figure itself. Looking very much like his vintage counterpart. Same thing with the gun. This one looked more rock-like than meteor-like. Unlike, Stondar looked more meteor-like. This one looked more rock-like, so what he could transform when he's on it, he turn it into a rock. No one really knows he's there. Alright, I can dig it. But his opponent from New Adventures was actually Krita. Ended up being one of Skeletor's love interest, or she had the hots for him. He didn't feel the same way about her. Of course, we know how that one worked out. Great sculpt on the hair. Make sure gave her a magic staff. Looked like a whip with a crystal on it, and a big ass gun. Not sure what the hell that was supposed to be, but anyways, they did actually do a pretty good job with this. So, anyways, one of these two's moving on. One of these two's going elsewhere. How's it going to be? It's up to you. Alright, alright, alright. Halfway point of this first bracket. And we get Starting off as Darius, the leader of the Galactic Protectors, with his whip with the ball on the end, his shield, and helmet. I don't remember seeing him much in New Adventures. Of course, I also didn't watch a whole lot of New Adventures. But I honestly like the way they sculpted this out. I really do. With the chest piece. And as far as his arms and legs go, it was pretty cool. You had to really like it. So I ain't going to give it too much shit. But his opponent, also from New Adventures, was the Intergalactic Skeletor. This one to me, another one was, he goes in top 10 of my personal favorites. I ain't going to say it again. Beautiful job on the sculpture as far as the chest armor with the cape attached to it, the completely skull head piece on top of there, that new look to the Havoc staff, and then included also in this was like a battle damage faker head, but we're going by the figure, not what's included. So, I mean, they had him completely sculpted just right, I think. Couldn't go wrong. So, alright, for this matchup, who's moving on? Will it be the Intergalactic Skeletor, or will it be Darius? Yeah, busy 4th of July between doing fireworks, so 4th of July hijinks, recording these videos. And now my wall back here's gotten bare because now all on the wall is now sitting here so I can put on this tournament. I guess this means as they lose, they're going back up on the wall. But anyways, enough of that. First off, we've got the Intergalactic or Galactic Protector She-Ra. I wasn't a big fan of the way this looked. I really wasn't. Of course, this also goes, I mean, you think about the translucent shield, the damn power sword, which I had that issue with even the power sword for New Adventures. Was not a big fan of it. The whole, you know, might as well say big ass glasses up over her face and all that. To me, it just still doesn't say She-Ra, but I know there's people out there might like her, might like the design of it, the sculpture of it. That's why it's not up to this vote. This tournament is not based on my opinions. It's going to be based. It's truly based on yours. But anyways, her opposition for this, also from New Adventures, Hydron, or as a lot of us like to call him, Scuba Steve. Compared to how the New Adventures toy looked to this is awesome looking. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Hydron by no means, but I mean, they did a great job with the sculpt altogether. So, I mean, I can't really give it too much shit, but it was very nicely done without a doubt. So, anyways, that's how we're going to go with this matchup. It's Hydron, Galactic Protector She-Ra. Somebody's moving on. Somebody's going back up on the wall. All right. rest of these matchups in the first bracket, I might get a little distracted, and I'm going to apologize. But anyways, we got 2 Horde members going at this round. So first off, we've got the Horde Trooper. Very awesomely done. Had to love the way they sculpted the armor and everything on him. Great. Gave him his bow, his shield, his energy blaster or baton, and then a staff. Very nicely done on their part. But his opponent, one of the evil wizards of the Horde, and I'm talking about the Horde Wraith. Another one very nicely done sculpt wise. They included him a staff, but I mean they just perfected how this is supposed to look all together. Flowing capes. And they gave him a little piece so it'd make it look like he was floating in air like they did with Orko and the Doomseeker. And I'm pretty sure there's something else I'm forgetting. So anyways, pretty damn cool right there. So anyways, that's this matchup. We're moving on. Will it be the Horde Wraith? Or will it be the Horde Trooper? It's up to y'all. Alright. Alright, we're looking at second to last match in the first bracket, which means we're almost done with this entire first round. So, kicking off this match will be Miss Spinnerella with her staff and shield. Looks like that's all she had with her. Plastic flowing pieces in order to go through, and you know, I do kind of like the sculpt, especially with the flowing hair and everything, the way they did that. That was pretty damn awesome. I did like it. But anyway, but her competition, though, he's a toughie. And yes, I'm talking about the leader of the Horde. And I'm talking about Hordak. Now, this one does look a lot like the one that Super 7 did with the Club Grayskull. However, they did a lot better job on the sculpture with the arm. They just gave him Imp. They didn't give him Imp in the mode to where he was the box. Gave him a robotic hand so he could put on the end of the cannon. They also gave him a spare arm so he could go through and take the cannon arm off. And most of these I've had actually been pretty easy to go through and get him to pop off and be able to pop on his regular arm. They gave him his staff too. Beautifully, nicely done on Hordak. So anyways, first matchup, will it be Spinnerella or will it be Hordak? Choice is up to y'all. Alright, here is the last match of the first bracket and last match, the entire first round. I've been recording these for the last 26 hours, this entire first round. So, we've got Double Mischief. Now, from what I understand, the head doesn't spin where she's supposed to have like dual heads or something like that. Which is fine, I guess. A lot different than the Netflix Princess Power Double Mischief. Anyways, she was a member of the Horde. Came with the bow. And, yep, that was it. They did do a beautiful job on sculpting this compared to her vintage Princess of Power counterpart, without a doubt. So, it's nicely done. Better competition. Might be tough to beat this one. Is Adora, the Princess of Power. They gave her her sword and her gun and everything. I do love the sculpt on this, especially with the hair and all that. Was very nicely done, without a doubt. Okay, so you can't really go wrong there. But anyways, so who's it going to be? Who's moving on? Who's going back to the wall? Will it be Adora or will it be Double Mischief? It's up to you. Alright, so with all that being done, round one is complete. This makes the official second half of the first round complete, which means the entire first round is complete. As evidence from the first video, part one of the tournament. part 1 of round 1. This is part 2 of round 1. Once these videos are posted, then I'm going to go through, I'm going to put the matchups up on the various pages for everybody to vote. So that means if you're members of various pages, guess what? You're going to have chances to vote more than once. If you're part of one group on Facebook, you're going to get 1 vote. If you're a member of 12 of them, you're going to get shot at 12 votes. So, anyways, that's how it be. But anyways, until we get ready to do round 2, this is E-Daddy, your angry guy, saying, come on, vote them. Let's see who goes on to round 2. And before I go, I want to say this. It was brought to my attention earlier. Remember, this vote is by you, the people. Some people are not going to enjoy how the results end up. Some of the ones that you might pick might not be the ones that win. I don't want to see any hateful or mean things posted on Facebook when everybody posts, places their votes. I'm doing this in the spirit of a clean, fun tournament. Now, in in case there is a tie for anything, and there could be, there might not be, but just in case, I have a solution. If overall, in all these matchups, in the first round, there are 64 matchups. If there is a tie, I will let everybody know on whichever one is a tie on all the pages about said tie. And so if there's somebody that you know in the groups that might not have seen the video or the post, get them to vote on it. Don't try to swing their way. Just say, hey, have you seen this? For voting for best designed, best sculpted character. Let somebody know to try to help break the tie. Now, if we still end up with a tie, I'm going to throw those 2 out, and I'm going to find a figure that maybe got a lot of votes but didn't win their matchup, but still got a lot of votes. So then that way, that one will take whoever's got the highest vote count amongst those the figures that do not win will go into a tiebreaker spot or to a tied spot. It's either that or I start breaking out the Star Sisters, who I completely forgot in this tournament. And I have them. Just forgot about them. But like I said, I want to keep this clean and friendly. Nobody, I don't want to hear of anybody going through and saying, hey man, why didn't you vote for, say it's the Horde Raid versus Horde Trooper. Somebody went through and voted for a Horde Trooper. And somebody who voted for Horde Wraith goes, man, you're stupid for voting for the Horde Trooper. How stupid can you be? It's not even... I don't want to hear any of that shit. Alright? Clean, fun competition. Or clean, fun tournament. I know it's not going to please everybody. But it is what it is. So, anyways. That being said, we'll get video finished edited up today. Hopefully get them posted up by tomorrow, and along with the polls. So I encourage everybody to get out there and do their thing. So anyways, I'm E-Daddy, your angry guy. Till next time, keep on collecting so the way the line stays alive.